2 months away from the end of the season. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today welcome to my Game Week 27 Premier League predictions. And before I just start the video, of course, if you did see the post I put on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook and on here, unfortunately my dog has passed away, and I just wasn't expecting it, she has been in a couple videos before. She was in the 2022 Champions League final video. She's been in the YouTube short before. She has been on a few videos before, but it's just upsetting that she's gone and she's just no longer here. But I mean, to the people that reply to me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook and all, I just want to say thank you I just want to say thank you, because it just hasn't hurt me. It's hurt my whole family, and I mean, she passed away about 4 days ago, and it's just it's still in the back of my head. I still haven't forgotten about her, but yeah. Anyway, of course, R.I.P. to Poppy, and yeah, let's get into this predictions video. Then in the first game is from the G-Tech Community Stadium, as it is Brentford against Chelsea. Now, of course, Chelsea come into this game after just scraping through, as they beat Leeds United 3-2 in the FA Cup, and of course they did lose the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. Of course, Brentford, their last game was a 4-2 defeat at West Ham. That is 5 losses in their last 6 games. What is going wrong at Brentford at the moment? I mean, of course, I did watch the I didn't watch Chelsea's game against Leeds, but I did watch the Carabao Cup final. But I mean, in the 90 minutes, Chelsea played very well. They created some very good chances. Conor Gallagher had about 3 really good chances, and overall, Chelsea were very good in the 90 minutes. But in extra time, they just fell apart, to be honest. I mean, Liverpool. I mean, the players they had on the pitch, they had McConnell, Dans, bloody Connor Bradley, Gerald Quad. Literally, they had about 16, 19-year-olds on the pitch, Liverpool. And Chelsea had, they had players like, obviously, Fernandes, Mudryk, Jackson, and they still lost. But Chelsea just weren't good enough in extra time. I mean, the game against Leeds, I mean, they only scraped. I mean, to be fair, Leeds, they're doing very well in the Championship. Second, they've got Huddersfield tomorrow, which is a big game in the race for promotion back to the Prem. Anyways, of course, Brentford, I did watch them on Monday, 4-2 defeat against West Ham. It wasn't the best performance from Brentford, to be honest. I think Thomas Frank will be disappointed in themselves. Of course, we'll speak about West Ham later in the video, but Brentford, I think they'll be a bit disappointed in themselves. And tomorrow's game is going to be, they've got a few big games coming up, Brentford, because they've got Chelsea tomorrow, Arsenal, Burnley, Man United, Brighton, Villa, Sheffield United. They've got big games coming up, Brentford, so they really need to start collecting some points, because if they keep losing week in, week out, they could be back in the Championship next season, and I'm sure Brentford fans don't want to be there, because I mean, looking at a team like Brentford, if you look at the players that Brentford have, they are a Premier League team, to be honest. I mean, if Brentford do go down, I think they'll probably come straight back up anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think with Tony and Malpe being a good partnership with each other, I mean, Chelsea, their defence is a bit leaky, so I'm going to go with a draw here. Brentford 2, Chelsea 2. And of course, the next game is from Goodison Park. It is Everton versus West Ham. Now, of course, Everton, some news coming out with them in the week that that their points deduction has been reduced to 6 points. So they're now 15th now, and I'm sure Everton fans are happy that the points deduction has been reduced. But I'm sure Toffees fans obviously want the full 10 points back. But West Ham, massive result for them on Monday. And, of course, a special moment for Jarrod Bowen, his first senior hat-trick or something like that. So, big moment for him. I mean, I think with Paqueta being back was massive for West Ham. I mean, you can clearly see with him starting and being in the squad, it made a big difference. And if West Ham play how they did on Monday, they will go to Merseyside tomorrow and win. But Everton, with it being at Goodison Park, I mean, with the fans being close to the pitch, yeah, the Toffees fans will get behind the team. But yeah, I mean, to me, I just think the problem with Everton at the moment, I just don't see where the goals are coming from. Calvert-Lewin, I mean, doesn't really get enough goals. Same with Beto as well. Everton needs to sign a striker in the summer that will get you goals. And I just think at the moment, I mean, Calvert-Lewin, when he feels like it, and he gets goals some games, like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 games in a row, he'll get his confidence up and then he'll get the goals. But just at the moment, I mean, he's so injury prone. Everton just need to buy a striker, to be honest. I don't know if the Everton fans would agree with me or not, but yeah, my prediction for this game, I'm going to go Everton 1, West Ham 1. Okay, then, and the next game is Fulham against Brighton at Craven Cottage. Now, Brighton, they are out of the FA Cup as they lost 1-0 to Wolves the other day. Above so their last Premier League game, Lewis Dunk scoring a 95th minute equaliser as they scraped a draw even, past Everton. I mean, I didn't watch any of the games, but apparently Brighton, I mean, I don't really know what to say, to be honest, but yeah, but I mean, I think in the Everton game, Brighton, I mean, apparently Everton were actually quite good, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, the last time I watched Brighton was when they beat Sheffield United 5-0. I thought Brighton were brilliant in that game, to be honest. But Fulham, though, what a win for them. 2-1 win against Manchester United. I didn't watch the game, but I've seen the highlights and obviously the analysis. But looking at the highlights, Fulham were absolutely brilliant. Before that game on Saturday, Fulham's last win at Old Trafford was 2003. That was 23 years ago. No, 21 years ago, I think. And I mean, the way Fulham played, they were absolutely brilliant. They were brilliant. I mean, to be honest, Fulham was really good against Man United. If they play like that against Brighton, they will win. If they play like that tomorrow against Brighton, they will win. The Fulham literally copy and paste that performance from last week into that game tomorrow, and they'll win. But Fulham, it won't be easy because Brighton doing well at the moment. I mean, yes, they'll be disappointed that they had to obviously just scrape a point against Everton out of the FA Cup. Brighton will want to go into this game with a win. And I mean, to be fair, of course, they've got Roma in the Europa League, they've got Forest, then they've got Liverpool, they've got big games coming up. So this is a game where Brighton, they've got to get a win and get confidence and momentum up at the club. And I think Brighton are going to sneak a win. So I'm going to go 2-1 to Brighton. And of course, the next game is Newcastle versus Wolves at St James's Park. I mean, Wolves, they're on fire at the moment. 3 wins in a row. They're into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And if they beat Coventry, speaking of Coventry, they've lost 2-1 to West Brom tonight. But if Wolves beat Coventry, they go semi-finals and they go Wembley. So yeah, but Wolves fans must be loving life at the moment. I mean, they're 9th. They're 1 point off Europe. Life at Wolves is very, very good at the moment, and I could generally see them getting something, whether that's a point or even 3. I mean, Newcastle scraping through against Blackburn in the FA Cup. Don't think Newcastle that good, to be honest, but yeah, it is what it is. And again, and the game against Arsenal, Newcastle were terrible. It was men against boys in that game, to be honest. Newcastle weren't good enough against Arsenal, and they kind of weren't good enough against Blackburn either. So Wolves, they've really got a chance here to get 3 points, but I just think with the game being at St James's Park, I've said it for weeks and weeks, St James's Park is a tough place to go, so I'm going to go with a draw. And I think Wolves fans will be happy with the draw, so I'm going to go 2-2. Okay then, and the next game is Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool at the City Ground now. What a week for Liverpool. I mean, 5 wins in a row. Winning the Carabao Cup with their, like, under 20s or something, I mean, and also and easing past Southampton in the FA Cup. But Liverpool, I mean, look at the they brought on Bobby Clark, McConnell, Dans, Quansha. Look at the, I like, who were they? I mean, Liverpool. I mean, big up to them. I thought they played very well. Of course, Van Dijk with the winning goal. I've got pins and needles. Van Dijk with the winning goal against Chelsea. And overall, I thought Liverpool played very well. I didn't watch the game against Southampton in the FA Cup, so I can't comment on much. But Forest, I did watch them 1-0 loss against Manchester United. To be honest, that game was probably going to go to extra time. I mean, I don't know how Man United's goal was allowed, because literally the same thing happened in the Carabao Cup final. Got disallowed, but it doesn't really make sense. But Forest 4-2 loss at Villa last week in the Premier League. I mean, Forest, they looked alright, to be fair. They were decent, but I mean, Forest, to be fair, I think their home record against Liverpool is actually quite good, to be fair. But I mean, Liverpool, it's a game they have to win to keep their title hopes alive, and I think they're going to win. I mean, to be fair, Sea Ground's a tough place to go. Liverpool lost their last season, but Liverpool were terrible last season, and Liverpool are just on fire at the moment, and they'll probably want to win as they got a big game in Europe against Sparta Prague on Thursday away in Prague. So yeah, 2-1 Liverpool. And of course, the next game is my team, Tottenham Hotspur, as we take on Crystal Palace tomorrow. Now, of course, Palace, Glasner is the gaffer, and yeah, 3-0 win for them against Burnley last week. Of course, we didn't play last week. We were meant to play Chelsea on the Friday, but obviously that didn't happen because Chelsea were in the Carabao Cup final. So, of course, our last game was that defeat against Wolves, and simply that wasn't good enough. If we play how we did against Wolves tomorrow, we are going to lose. I mean, Palace, I did watch the game against Burnley. I thought they were very good. Glasner is a very attacking style manager. I mean, apparently he went to one of the Spurs games recently, so he would have obviously watched the game because I was there, duh. But obviously he would have seen the tactics. Well, not seen it, but he would have seen the way we play, and yeah. But Palace, I thought they were very good against Burnley. I thought Lerma and Wharton in the middle were very good. Defensively, they were solid. So yeah, Palace. I mean, they could get a point at least, but I don't think they've won at our place in a very long time. But yeah, I mean, we've got Richarlison's out for about a month. Still got no Porro. Adoji might be fit for tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, this is a game we have to win. I mean, we've got Villa next week, so we have to win. If we lose, then going into that game at Villa Park, confidence won't be high at all. But yeah, I'm going to go with a win. We have to win. I mean, Palace, of course, like I said, they look good against Burnley. If they play how they did against Burnley, they could get a point maybe. But yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham. You know. Anyway, the next game is the Saturday night football. It is Luton Town against Aston Villa. Of course, Villa 4-2 win against Forest last week. Good result for them. Ollie Watkins, that guy is on fire at the moment. And 2 goals for Douglas Luiz as well. I mean, Villa doing well at the moment. 2 wins in a row. Just what they need. And they'll need to go into this game. They'll need to win this game. They've got big games coming up. They've got Ajax, home and away in the Conference League. And then also they've got Spurs next week, and then they got big games against West Ham, Wolves, City, Brentford, Arsenal coming up as well. I mean, for Luton, 6-2 defeat against Man City. It's no winning 5 now for the Hatters. I don't really know what's going on, but to be fair, they have played Newcastle, Liverpool, United. But yeah, I mean, again, it's another tough fixture for the Hatters. They need to get points here. Of course, obviously, Burnley playing on Sunday. Forest can go clear, so can Brentford, so can Everton. So if them 3 all win, then Luton are really under pressure, and they've got to win. But Villa, it won't be easy. They're doing well at the moment. Of course, back-to-back wins, which is good for them. And if they win this game, they'll be going into that game at the Johan Cruyff Arena with confidence, and the game next week against Spurs as well. But yeah, I think Villa are going to leave Kenilworth Road with 3 points. So I'm going 3-1 to Aston Villa. And of course, the next game, moving on to Sunday, so 1 o'clock kickoff. It's Burnley versus Bournemouth. How this game? I don't know why they've put this game on telly, but hey ho. I mean, Burnley, like I spoke about past a minute ago, Burnley were really poor, to be honest. I mean, Josh Brownhill, I don't know what he was doing last week. I mean, bro, you are the captain, man. You need to lead by example. But yeah, but I mean, Bournemouth. I mean, I watched their last 2 games against Man City in the league and Leicester in the FA Cup. I mean, Bournemouth, they had chances in both games, to be honest. But overall, I don't think Bournemouth were terrible. They were decent, to be fair. But yeah, I'm going to get straight into this. I mean, this game isn't really that important. It's a bit of a dead game. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0 away win for Bournemouth. I don't think Burnley will get battered, because to be fair, I actually rate James Trafford. I think he's a very good goalkeeper, to be fair. I thought James Trafford was Burnley's best player last week against Palace. But yeah, 2-0 Bournemouth. And of course, the next game is Manchester City versus Manchester United. It is the Manchester derby at the Etihad. Of course, it was a 3-0 win for City in the reverse fixture. 2 goals for Haaland and Phil Foden scoring as well. Of course, United, the last time they won a Premier League game at the Etihad, you have to go back to the 7th of March 2021. But I mean, City, it's just City for you. I mean, 6-2 against Luton, 5 goals for Haaland. That's just incredible. But I mean, United scraping through past Forest. I mean, yeah. But I mean, United against Fulham, they were really poor. They weren't good enough, to be honest. Fernandes, I mean, how that guy is captain of Manchester United Football Club is an absolute joke, in my opinion. I really think it's a joke. He keeps moaning. It's just not a good captain at all. But United, I mean, I'm sure every United fan knows that it's going to be a tough game, and most likely City are going to win. But if they play how they, to be fair, excluding the last 2 games, if they play how they did against obviously West Ham, Villa, Luton and stuff, they could get a point out of this game maybe. But I mean, with it being City, I mean, come on, look at their attack: Haaland, Foden, Doku. It's just incredible. But yeah, I think Grealish is injured again, which City fans will be a bit annoyed. But I think they're going to win anyway, City. So I'm going to go Man City 3, Man United 0. And of course, the final game on Monday night, it is Sheffield United versus Arsenal at Bramall Lane. Of course, Sheffield United 1-0 loss against Wolves last week. And I mean, what on earth were Jack Robinson and Sousa doing? They were really fighting each other. What are they doing? I'm not even joking. VAR actually checked it for a red card. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, 1-0 at Wolves. Considering Wolves are decent at home, that's not too bad, to be fair. But this is going to be a long day for Sheffield United, because Arsenal battered Newcastle. They needed that result after they lost to Porto. And yeah, but Arsenal, they're going to batter Sheffield United. I'm getting straight into it. 6-0 Arsenal. I'm sorry, Sheffield United fans, you're going to get battered. Plus, your defence is crap. So yeah, 6-0 to Arsenal. But come on, you Blades. Please draw something. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Smash like, subscribe. See you in the next video.